marketing can make up to 40% of your total sales. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a basic email marketing system for free on your Shopify store using Shopify free apps and tools. An email marketing system consists of the following. First, forms to capture your customers' needs. Second, automated flows that you send to your customers based on their behaviors, and those who set them up once and that's it, and they run by themselves. And third, weekly campaigns that you send to your customers in order to stay in touch with them, maybe announcing the upcoming of new events, or maybe the launching of a new product, or maybe simply announcing a discount or an offer or something like this. Let's start by email forms. And those are forms that you set up in order to capture your customers' needs. By needs, we mean emails in this case because we are doing email marketing. But if you are doing SMS marketing, you might be collecting your customers' phone numbers. Well, in order to collect your customers' emails, in addition of having those forms, you need to think about the offer that you are going to give them. So, what you are going to give them in exchange of their emails, because just asking them to sign up for your newsletter won't be that attractive. You need to think about something that they would find attractive. So maybe a gift, or maybe a discount code, or maybe enter to win competition, or maybe something like this. What we are going to use this, and it's actually available within the Shopify tools, is to set up a form where we offer a discount code in return of our customers' email. When you think about the amount of discount you are going to offer, think about something that's actually attractive to your customers. You are going to offer this just on their first purchases, so it's fine, but for sure keep your discount within your profit margins because we don't want to be losing money. So anything between 10% to 20% could work. Or maybe you can even go with a certain amount instead of percentages. It depends on your business, your product prices, and so on. What you can do is to actually test different offers over the time and see what offer or offers perform better on your store. Before moving further with our topic, and if you like my content, I want to invite you to smash the like button because by liking this video, you will help it to reach more and more people. And second, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel and to hit the notification bell because in this way, you will get notified each time I publish a new video. And now, let's get back to our topic. In order to create forms on our store, we are going to use a free Shopify app called Shopify Forms. And it allows us to create pop-up forms and embedded forms on our Shopify stores for free. So, this is the app, and as you can see, it's called Shopify Forms. It's for free, and you just need to install it on your store. We click on Install. And now we have the app added and installed on our store, and we need to start creating our form. So I'm gonna click on create form, and in here I need to choose if I want a pop-up form or an inline form. An inline form is a form that you can see within your homepage, for example. I would go with a pop-up form because they perform pretty well and they are like more attractive to the visitors usually. So I'm gonna call this welcome pop-up, and I will click on create. You can choose in here between having it as an overlay or having it floating. Usually overlay pop-ups perform better, so keep it as overlay, and you can choose the overlay color. So when we preview the pop-up, you will see that the background is going to fade a little bit to this color that's faded. So you keep it like this in order for the pop-up to actually be like popping up and attractive to the visitors. So let's keep it. In here you can preview actually the pop-up as you can see. So this is the teaser section, and this is actually a small button or bar that will show on the store after someone closes the pop-up if they want to reopen it. Okay, and in here it's telling us show if the customer closes the form without subscribing. So this is the behavior, and I want it actually to be like this. If I'm offering, for example, 10%, and the pop-up showed directly when they loaded the page, and maybe they closed it and they didn't think about the offer, but then they reconsidered the offer. I want them to be able to actually see the pop-up again. So I'm gonna keep this one in here, but if you click, you can see the different options. So either you want it to be always there, or first before the form, and if the customer closes the form, this is also an option, or never. I will keep it as this option. I think it's the most logical one. Okay, in here you decide the position of the teaser. Do you want it to be bottom left or where? I'm gonna actually put it middle right. And in here you can put the title, so it's don't miss out, or for example, get 10% off. And this is the preview of the teaser from here. Okay, after this we have the form, and in here we're changing the text within this form. So sign up, complete the form to sign up. Instead of this, I will actually put as title get 10% off, and in here I will put subscribe and get 10% off on your first order. Okay, and in here you decide what kind of information you require your customers to fill. By default, we have the first name and the email, but I recommend you to only keep the email. I know that you would love to have your customers' names, but the more fields you add in here, the more friction you are adding and the lower the conversion rate of the pop-up would be. So, in my opinion, keep it simple, remove the first name, only include the email, which is required. You can add other fields if you wish, but again, as I told you, keep it simple, only the email, and that's it. If you are not convinced yet, just keep email and name, and that's it, nothing more. If you click on add a new field, you can see the different options. You have first name, last name, phone, birthday, and so on. The birthday option is nice, especially if you have a big email list, because you can create like special offers on their birthdays and so on. But this is for later stage when you are actually mastering this and you are like you want to take your email marketing to a next level. So again, keep it simple. In here we have the tags, so it could be submit or it could be get your discount, get your code, and in here you put or change this tags depending on you if you want to change the message. Okay, if you scroll down in here, you can modify next the success message, and this is a message they will see after they sign up. So in here success message, you can add the discount directly in here so they can see it directly on the pop-up. So once they fill it, they see the discount on the thank you pop-up. This is one strategy that you can use, but I usually don't like to do that. I prefer when they sign up to go to their inbox and open the email from me where they would find the coupon code. Why would I do that? Because I want to make sure that they are opening my emails, and in order to do that, I need to include the coupon code within the email. This will definitely increase the friction because I'm requiring a next step, which is going to the inbox, but at the same time, it will make them open my emails, which is good for me for the future. So it's up to you. Either you include the discount directly on the thank you message, or you do as I do and you keep it on the welcome email. So in here you select the discount, you click on select a discount, and you choose between your existing discounts. I don't have any discount, but if you have any, you can select it from here. Now after this, you have the title and the content. You can modify them. So instead of, for example, success, I can put thank you for signing up. And in here I will put check your inbox for your special gift. Okay, next we have the styling. So in here we are changing the colors of the pop-up. You can modify these in here or you keep them as they are, and in here you can change the color of the form field. So you can change in here. You can change the typography if you want to change it to be as per your brand typography, for example, and so on. Later, we can decide whether we want to have an image or not. And this is actually important. On desktop, I usually like to have an image on my pop-up, but on mobiles, I don't like to have an image, because if you have an image on your pop-up on mobile, the pop-up will shrink a lot and people will not be able to fill out the forms. So I'm going to put actually image, I'm gonna put it left. I will add an image, so it's gonna be anything. So as you can see, this is how my pop-up will look like now, and you can choose to be fit or to make it fill. I will choose fill. After that, here you decide how you are going to change the behavior on devices. So on desktop, for example, how I'm going to show the pop-up. So I'm going to show it on all pages or only show it on specific pages, and what is the trigger to show the pop-up. So this one in here, display on first page view. So when someone lands on a page on my store, and after waiting maybe for 10 seconds, let's say, and you can decide to show it also when someone is about to exit. So it's gonna work as an exit intent pop-up. You can do this actually, so you choose from here, or you can keep it just as a welcome pop-up because you have already the teaser. After desktop, you can go in here and change the behavior on mobile. So show it on all pages, and you can change the delay and so on. Going back to the image, unfortunately on this app, it seems that I can't remove this image on mobiles. So this pop-up is going to look so small on mobile devices. That's why I'm gonna remove the image and keep it without an image, so it works well both on mobile and desktop. Okay, so let me scroll down in here. Here you can add tags to the customers who sign up through this pop-up if you wish. So you can, for example, put a tag called new subscribers, and you can decide to receive a notification once someone signs up to this form. This part now is related to the flows that we are going to create, and these are the emails that we are going to send to customers when they sign up to this pop-up. We are going to talk about this directly after we preview this pop-up first. So I'm going to click on save. So your form has been created. Now install the Forms theme app embed. So I'm going to embed this form on my store. You just need to go to your theme editor and actually allow this app in here to show. So let's preview this store now. And we basically need to wait 10 seconds before the pop-up load, because this is the trigger that we have created. And as you can see, this is my pop-up. Now, if I fill my email and click on get coupon code, I will be receiving the success message that I have installed myself. After installing the pop-up on your store, you can go back to your Forms app and track in here the analytics to see how it's performing, how many views it did receive, the conversion rate, and so on. And now there is a second app that we need to install in order to be able to set up our email marketing system, and it's called Shopify Emails. And this is the app. It's a free app, and you can send up to 10,000 emails each month for free using this app. After this, you might start be paying $1 for each 1,000 emails, which is very cheap actually. So I'm going to install this app to my store, and I will show you how it works. Now that we have installed a form on our store to collect our customers' leads, our next step is to create our automated flows. And these flows are there in order to convert more customers and make more sales. Each flow of them is actually a series of emails that Shopify sends by default when someone or when a customer do some action on your store. So these flows are based on the behaviors of your customers or your visitors. Let's say, for example, someone signs up to your pop-up, the ones we have just created. We can create a series of emails, or maybe one email that we can send to this visitor in order to receive the offer. Or maybe we can set up different emails. One, we can announce the offer. In the second email, we can tell them about some products on our store. On the third email, we can remind them of the discount code. This is an example. The second type of flows that we can create is actually to create an abundant cart flow. And this flow is meant for people who left products on the cart. We can create an abundant checkout as well, and maybe an abundant browsing as well. Those flows are meant to capture those lost sales, and we are going actually to create all of them using Shopify for free. So from your Shopify dashboard, I need you to go to marketing, and I need you to go to automations. And when you go in here, you will notice that you have like a dashboard with analytics. You have this set by default, which is the abundant checkout emails by Shopify. We're gonna modify this later. And we have those for recovering sales and engagements. Those are the ones I've talked about: abundant checkout, abundant cart, and abundant product browse. So you are actually making sure that if someone left products on the cart, or maybe someone left without checking out, or maybe someone left during browsing the store, you will be following up with them using emails in order to convert them. Now I need you from here to go to view templates to see the different options that you have in terms of automations. Okay, you will see in here this small icon that will tell you which app you need in order to install or to use this template. I'm going to go actually with the ones that only require Shopify emails, the one we have just add. So we have here welcome new subscriber, we have welcome email series, and this is with a discount reminder. This is what we actually need, and this is a welcome email series with a brand story and a discount. I'm going actually to go with this template because this is exactly what I want. So you click in here on it, and you can preview it from here if you wish, or you can click on use workflow and see it in front of you. So I'm going to click on use workflow, and I will explain to you how this flow works. Each flow starts with a trigger, so when this flow will start. For this flow, it will start when someone subscribes to email marketing, which is the thing they will do when they sign up to our pop-up or the form that we have just created. Then we have the action. So when someone signs up, the action is to send email marketing. When you click on this email, you can see in here the content of this email. So as you can see, this is the content of the email. It's set by default by Shopify, but definitely you need to change it in order to reflect the topic that you want to talk about. In our case, we are offering a 10% discount, so we need to modify this email to show the 10% discount. Then we have the wait 20 hours, send another email. This is another email, so after 1 day they will send another email. This email could be simply telling them about your products or your collections or your sub-collections. And finally, you have more and more steps. Well, I think this is too complicated. I don't need to do all of this. I can go with just one email and one reminder. Okay, so or you can keep it super simple, and if you exit from here, but you need to delete this one so you don't have two welcome automations. You click on view template, and you can go simply with this one, which is like a one-step thing, and you click on use workflow. So customer subscribe to email marketing, and the customer will be receiving the email with the discount code. You can even, with this flow, build up other steps, so you can add more things from here. So if you want to add a condition or an action, if you want to add a delay, if you want to build up more emails, you can do it from here. Now, if you want to change the content of the email itself, you click on it in here, and you click here on edit email, and Shopify will be taking you to Shopify emails in order to change the content of this email. Since this is actually a trial account, I can start sending emails. That's why I see this in here, but in your case, you won't be seeing this red notice in here. So the first thing you have to do is to whom you are sending this email, to customers who subscribe. You have the subject and the preview text. For the subjects, you need to make sure that you are choosing something that's clickable, so people would be interested about clicking. You can add emojis, but make sure that the titles don't look spammy. So on our case, for example, I would go with something, for example, welcome to our club. Let's say your gift is inside. And in the preview text, I could put, for example, your 10% off is waiting for you inside, or something like this. Okay, and I can add in here emojis, and you can add a fire, and you can in here even use the AI tool from Shopify to generate text if you wish. Okay, after that you have the from. In here you need to be adding a professional email address. This is very important. And after that, you can start changing the content of this email. So first we have the logo, then we have the text that was already there, and so on. Okay, you need to apply the discount code. This is actually the most important thing because that's what you promised them. So this is the discount section. You need to click on select discount, and you select one of your already existing discounts, or you create a discount. I'm going to create actually the discount in order to be able to select it. So I will call it welcome 10, and it's gonna be a 10%. It works on everything. Let's say blah blah blah. Let's see if this is enough. Let's say everything, and click on save. So now the discount is already created. Let me click on select a discount. I will pick this discount, and it will be applied by default in here. You can keep modifying the content of this email. I highly recommend you actually to do that. You need to make it look branded, professional, nice at the same time. So take your time doing this. And the editor in here is extremely simple, because if you want to add a section, you just need to click on add section, and it will give you a list of the sections that you can add. So multi-column, gift card, discount. This is not gonna be usable here, but multi-column, image with text, maybe spacer, text, image, whatever you want in order to make your image look nice. And if you want to know like how you can design nice emails, there is a website called Really Good Emails where you can get inspirations about a good emails, and you can always sign up to other brands and learn from them. One more thing, if you want to modify a section, maybe the colors, the font, everything, you just need to click on it and modify everything from here. So the font, the colors, the section alignment, and so on. Once this is done, you can send a test email, which is something I highly recommend you to do because we need to send a test email and make sure it looks good both on mobile and on desktop. So always preview your emails on desktop and on your mobile devices. You click on done and that's it. Again, I can do this because the plan I'm on doesn't support this. I'm on a free trial plan. Now let's say you want to add more steps and more emails to this series. So what you can do is to add in here an action, and this action would be to wait for, let's say, 1 day. So wait, and I can precise how long I want to wait. So let's say days, and I'm going to put 1. So now Shopify will wait for 1 day. But I need also to add a filter because I want to make sure that we are not sending this email to someone who already purchased after the first email. So I will click on then, and I will click on condition, and my condition would be the number of orders. So I want to make sure that the people who are receiving this email has made 0 orders so far. So I will go to customers and I would put number of orders, and here you can check out all the different options in here, but this is the one I want to go with, and the number of orders would be equal to 0. In this case, what I will be doing, I will be sending a new email. So I will click in here, send email marketing. And with the same logic, I change the content of this email. You can add as many steps as you want to your flow. The most important thing is to always make sure that you are choosing the right conditions and the right triggers. I know it seems a little bit complicated, especially when you go to this huge list of conditions that you have in here, but it's fine. With time, you will be learning the different options, or you can keep it simple and just go with Shopify templates. Now, after setting up your welcome flow, you need to set up your abundant flow and all the other different flows. And with the same logic, you just need to go to the different templates, explore them, and set up the emails using Shopify emails, and that's it. Once you have your workflows set up, you just need to turn them on. I recommend you to turn on the abundant checkout, the abundant cart, and the abundant product browse. These are very important. If you want to keep it super simple, you just need to go with abundant checkout. Also, you can go with the post-purchase or the thank you flow, which is a flow that we send to people who already purchased from us. And this is a very important flow because it makes like the relationship or the connection with your customers better. It's an after sale follow-up, and usually customers value this a lot. Okay, as you can see, if you click here on use workflow, you can see the different steps of this workflow, but basically it's triggered when someone orders. So as you can see from here, the first trigger is order created. You need to wait 1 day. Number of orders is equal to 1. So this tells us that this is their first purchase. We send this email. If it's their second purchase, we send a different email, and so on. And you just need to publish it. There are different post-purchase flows that you can set up. In addition to this one, we have the customer win back, and this is actually a very important flow because you can set it up so you remind like those customers who went away and didn't buy to come back to your store. So let's say usually your frequency rate is 2 times per year. So you can set up this flow that after, let's say, 6 months of their first purchase, your customers will be receiving an email to remind them to go back to your store and purchase from you. Same, if your return rate is, let's say, once a month, you can do it, let's say, after 1 month and a half, because you are afraid, like, maybe they forget about your brand and maybe they went to your competitors. So you send them this win back flow in order to win them back. So, and it's already in here. You have all the steps. You just need to use it, to modify it, make sure that you have the right delays, make sure that you have modified the email so they have your branded content, the different things that talk about your brand, and make your customers come back to your store and buy from you. Once you have set up your automated flows, your final step is to start sending weekly campaigns to your email list. And you can do that using Shopify emails. So from your Shopify dashboard, go to your app and click in here on create a campaign. In here, you can explore different templates provided by default by the app. So you can go in here by topic and you can choose, or you can directly, let's say, click any of the ones from here, or maybe start from scratch. I'm gonna click actually on view template in here for Mother's Day, and I will click on select. You usually send campaigns to announce something important. Your weekly campaigns can be covering different topics. So you can be sending campaigns in order to announce an offer, or maybe in this case, in order to announce your Mother's Day offer. Or you can be sending campaigns simply to stay in touch with your customers. So let's say, for example, you have a store selling healthy food. You can share with them healthy recipes, or maybe links from your YouTube channel, and so on. The most important thing is to stay in touch with them. And it's very important to use different type of emails, different topics. Do not only send emails where you are selling your products, also send emails where you are sharing valuable content with your customers. From here, as you can see, this is our template, and as we have done before, you just need to modify it. After finishing it, from here you decide to whom you want to send it. Do you want to send it to all of your customers or a certain segment, and so on, and you just send a test email and you send it to your customers. As you can see, it's totally possible to create a full email marketing system using Shopify tools without paying any dollar. So you don't have any more excuses of why you are not using email marketing. Remember, email marketing can make up to 40% of your total sales. So go now to your Shopify dashboard and start applying what you have learned in this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I really appreciate that. If you are interested in creating a strong, sustainable e-commerce business, I highly recommend you to check the free workshop I'm currently offering. In this workshop, I show you the exact framework that you should be applying to your business in order to be able to attract, convert, and retain more customers. So if you are interested about all of this, go down to the description, sign up. This workshop is totally free and you don't need to pay any dollar. Thank you again for watching this video. See you next week. Bye bye.